realize something's not right. They plant down their own obs defensively to see it, but for Virtus Pro, they've been wrapping around the back while everyone's been focusing on dewarding. VG very clustered together. They found Resolution. He feels a little bit like bait, turning on the pulse, and maybe they have enough physical damage to get through Resolution. No, they don't. Meg got enough with the GA, not even being burnt just yet. Maybe when save goes down, Virtus Pro will think about retreating out this one. No one can't do enough damage when he gets choked up in the tree line. And Omni-Knight, now he'll burn that Aghanim's Guardian Angel, and it is! He actually stole it! Rubik was waiting for it. You knew it was coming. And now another Hoofstorm, clean off the army, but they need to kill off Epikid, and they're able to catch him out too. Never-ending slows, add an extra stun, assassinate the guy for good measure. Into Roshan, VG Gaming go.
It's definitely better with 3 wolves in one lane than 1 wolf in every lane, because that just turns into free gold. Whoever's clearing the waves.
Well, Roshan's going down, saves nearby. Can anyone jump in closer? Oh, the pickup, Rubik able to get the grab and Resolution. He can't get the jump in with a Soul Bind. Lycan just can't run forward, even with the BKB. Roshan will go down. Aegis Immortals into the hands of the SD of all the heroes. Dire actually ended up killing off Roshan this one, and they're on top of Ari. No one, they need to bring him down. He's a big focal point. Resolution comes in, these BKBs are going to start wearing off, and Resolution will start to really be effective. The BKBs are gone. Watch this Pulse Nova. Maybe Zhao Yu can create some space with a great double Hulk Stomp, but just keep the pressure up. Lycan staying in. Disruption buying him some more time as Ori was focusing him. They're also trying to retreat back out. Finally, the player's going to go down. Grimstrike will die. Rubik so low on life. Resolution just continues to jump in. He's spilling the damage. Ori will fall. Solo with the Omni Slash. It's so much damage. They didn't have the creeps. Eurus, he waited it out perfectly. Gets a rebuttal with no one as well as Solar. Both falling down, but they're not done yet. Even on low life, they're still ready to fight VG Gaming. They won't find their target. Resolution's TPing out at Arteezy's home. The Abyssal Blade is completed on Ori coming into this fight, but if you keep your eye on the buyback menu, the only one who's really got it right now is Centaur, but it won't matter when they explode Resolution. He has buyback of his own, but VG Gaming want to move from one to the next. Chasing Virtus Pro over into the trees. Maybe they can force a buyback over on Resolution. Stampede forward, another Hoofstorm solo to be caught out once again near where he died just a couple of minutes ago. So what, start the fight off with Centaur and then just disengage?
Yep.
Oh, Roshan is up, the wolf kills the haste rune. Eurus is actually really hoping for that too. He moved the bottle into place of his phase boot, so he's able to grab it. Not a lot of slots for VG Gaming to work with, but they bring Roshan down just above 50%. Virtus Pro, they're a little bit further to the south. They're not taking the bait just yet. So they'll just keep sending one wolf after the other, gives them all the information they need. And thanks to their Observer and Sentry, they're also very much aware there is no vision from VG Gaming on that side, but it won't matter. SD gets that jump in with the Blink Dagger. Disruption on Ori, if they can bring him down. Satanic, actually just a lot of life steal back up again. Ori, get up the hill and away with the Stampede. He's actually gone and forced himself over through the Ancients. Begins his TP away, but the Yule Scepter, the BKB immunity did not last long enough. Resolution catches him out. Buyback is available. Now I'll finally be committed as Flashrak is falling down. The GA comes once again. This is round 2 for him. And Zhao Yu, he actually has enough damage to get through Resolution. Buyback in from him. They need that extra damage. Ori still trying to walk himself back up through the mid lane to bring it in. The Shrapnel's there in BP. They've overstayed their welcome now. VG Gaming, if they can kill Resolution, it will be absolutely massive. But disruption from Save, keeping Eurus off his tail. Same with Epikid, bringing Resolution back to relative safety. But now Roshan becomes a big opportunity for VG Gaming.
Dude, huge miscue there. Just lack of coordination. They overlapped the disrupt with the GA. It was a quarter second afterwards. When you're banished to the Shadow Realm, these positive buffs don't affect you.
Oh, God.
He just dies.
And they actually get the pick off with the Hoofstorm defensive disruption. It's their Resolution pulled back in by Solo, but the damage output still enough to get through the Omni-Knight, but buyback is available. Lashrak into that BKB, but the damage from no one. The back lines, he's going in. He's almost killing off the Centaur before stopping him away. All the damage output went to the biggest, tankiest heroes of all. Virtus Pro, they're going to lose 3 heroes. 2 of them do not have buyback, and that is GG. Virtus Pro, they put up a valiant effort and pushed this game to 50 minutes, but VG Gaming, slow and methodical push in 1 victory.
We've got early Roche taking between Lesh, Huskar, and Tidehunter.
That's -4 on the Gush. This is very dangerous if they fight here.
Yeah. How fast do you go with Sleight of Fist? Disruption already going to happen here from DY. That's going to combo easily with the lean to hit the Light Strike Array with the Gush, and Solo, he's dead. No one has left the middle lane now. Don't think he's got much of a choice. And you are right that that spam is nice from the Ember Spirit, but it's only gonna be nice once Solo's got some more levels in it.
God,
An 18-second cooldown for it, and then the Dragon Slave from Lina with a 1 point up in inner fire. He's gonna come underneath the tower, trying to hit the Light Striker right, able to do so, and actually takes him down. Okay, he's 600 behind that of the Ember, but he's the combination of the Rubik and the Coddle almost.
And I love Lina as a 4. Well, you really just need these arcades, because now you're able to self-sustain and farm around the map. Top lane,
Beautiful blinding light.
As Vici, I think, should be looking to make a move shortly. They've got Ravage, level 6 on the SD. And look, yeah, the Ravage is coming
right behind
God, the positioning.
If he just burns it right now, blind line pushes it back, but Ori's ready to fight. Starting over on the Kunkka with a Will-O-Wisp. Solo tries to create some space, combining with the Stampede. They'll get some level of distance as Rubik keeps the SD under control underneath the tier 1 tower. VG, they're taking too much damage. Epic Kid trying to get through the rear. Another blinding light. VG having a hard time getting their damage output in, but now the sustain, they just keep going. Push him back, another inner fire, creating more space. Kunkka, he'll be the first one to go down. No one has buyback available. Eurus got through another one too, and Resolution, he's burning. 2 is the hero he played in game 1. They need a little bit more time. Meanwhile, one of the big items that we flagged before, not to mention Tidehunter, Xiao Yi being a little bit too far out, but he's got extra help. DY is going to be there. Ori's already moved over. Same with Alina. The Will-O-Wisp comes down. Solo, I really don't know if you want to try and fight this one. Tidehunter is Ravage in 3, 2, 1. He's ready to go, especially when Eurus is able to land that stun. Xiao Yi, he's able to get the stun, actually hitting all 5 heroes and dodging the attack, living through the tree lines. Here comes Ori, his life break forward. Resolution trying to get them all back out there with the Stampede.
They're trying their best on VP, but they just don't have any damage, man. These cores are too tanky.
Now, at least, with the Solar Splitter stun, the SD as well as the leader. Hey, you want a freebie? We got vouchers.
Questionable movement from the supports. Not sure if a Centaur should be able to stun 2 heroes without setup, but...
Oh, it wasn't even Centaur, it was the Rubik. He had Split Earth stolen. He used it on them sitting on the high ground. They didn't see him. Now Ari's going to hang around and just try him man up. He's trying to go full Arteezy, but doesn't have enough life to do it, all the space.
On farming more gold, you got to be selfless. And if anyone knows that, it is Solo, the man who popularized the now famous buyback into fight around the Roche pit.
These TPs... That one's not going to happen here for Eurus, but DY is going to be there. Can't save his teammate, but Xiao Yi moving over, so is the Lina. Under another X marks the spot. DY will be pulled back in. No one doesn't really want to fight, but he'll turn around anyway. Tidebringer up so he can at least pick up the SD. It's like if the Shrike wants to push just one wave too far, they're ready to fight.
Yeah, but I like this. They push out bottom. Eventually, you force someone to show, and now you get into the Roche pit. Already at half HP. Solo.
The Solo's back at it again. No. He's put the Will-O-Wisp right in the middle of the pit, trying to play around it. Anthony to try and slow down this pressure, but you've still got a creep wave and a half for VG Gaming to help them push in. Solo's trying to do something about it, but he's out too far. Trying to get back underneath the tower, but you've got Catcher on him. You've got 2 stacks of poison. But the defense fortification from VG kept the creep wave alive a little bit longer. They're really trying to buy more time with the blind light. Oh boy, no one.
He had BKB. He has buyback, but damn.
It's on the BKB. That immunity is not really there, even though Virtus Pro, like, they're working hard to get themselves into this, but once again they're getting fought on multiple sides of the map. Solo is dead so quickly. Support will be there, and now Resolution, Eurus, they can't keep him controlled enough. Epic Kid and Eurus trying to work together. A quick little stampede. Save will finally die up on the top lane. They pull back the SD, so at least they can claim something.
I don't know how you approach this fight if you're VP. There's still a Ravage waiting in the wings.
They wrap around the back. They look for the rear. There already goes your Will-O-Wisp. The Ravage will trigger. It only connects over on the Ember Spirit. He has buyback available. Going to use it very instantly. And here comes your ship to negate that damage. What if you end up getting stolen? Okay, well, it's not going to be... Well, yeah, it's a Demonic Purge. That's pretty good. When you hit the Light Strike Array too, the stun combinations just continue on. Ori can stand a little bit stronger. The Tyrant will pick him up, and they break through the Aegis Immortal. Buyback thick and fast from both teams with the Sleight of Fist and Searing Chains, trying to slow him up with a Hopstone from Resolution. Maybe they do just have that control, but the cheese, he'll end up being consumed. All the mana comes back, as well as the life. That should be the game. It's an ultra kill from Ori. They haven't got him the rest of it, but VG Gaming, they have broken Virtus Pro in this first series, 2-0ing them up.
I should never have doubted the Ags on Huskar. Oh my god. He used it like 7 or 8 times in the last fight. Picks up a triple kill. He's got so much maneuverability within the fight.
quick with the drafts is it just looks like the long drawn out fights are in huge favor of TNC. I'm going to trust Blitz's judgment on the fact that Armel can just, if he has timely phase shifts, how do they kill him before the sheepstick coming out from OD? So I'm not a huge believer in Veno, but I actually think it's a really nice Veno game.
Well, we may have our first blood here already as March does sacrifice himself to be able to pick up 3 bounty runes for TNC. That's going to be the trade-off.
But Axe doing a good job here. You definitely just dodge the lane. Once Veno gets level 3, 2 points Poison Sting, you just can't ever, no hero can sustain through that.
But I think it's a lot harder, right? Because he's in his safe lane, so cutting the creep wave there's a much smaller distance to work with. Gabby taking a lot of damage here. It's actually going to be overwhelmed, just could not adapt into strength fast enough.
So these heroes naturally can man up with the help of their teammates, and that just makes it hard to play on dying. Your job is to literally walk at them, as you're seeing here, and he just dies.
Yeah, he just gets popped just like that. I think another good addition to that is they're both skills that do physical damage.
Yes.
And Undying is pretty low on armor.
Most heroes lack the ability to do enough physical damage early on.
Yeah. Tag team and poison touch being small exceptions here. Boxy is going to try and cut the creep wave just like he did last time, but KP immediately TPs onto the shrine, forcing Boxy into an awkward maneuver back over to bottom lane. Insania is going to be chased down here, but they do get a really good charge, blocking in Gabby. Gabby trying to linger away. Insania surviving just a bit longer. Tims is not going to be able to chase him to the tower. So again, another successful bout there for Liquid as they bring down the carry Morphling. At some point in time, that Puck, who is going to be kind of over-leveled, and the aggro tri-lane is going to be under-leveled, he makes one rotation, wipes, all 3 of them with a good coil, and then all of a sudden it feels like the last 7 minutes of tri-laning has gone, down the crapper.
Yeah, this is so interesting. Your Puck is lower level than the OD, but yet winning by 1,000 net worth.
Oh, nice Fisher block in. That's going to be able to keep them from retreating. Mickey has to turn and fight, but it's not going to be able to get anything off before he gets down. Not quite nicking Insania as he continues to try and fight it out. Trying to protect his mid-tier 1 tower as best he can. Looking to be able to pull the creep wave back. Another Fisher block. This time, not going to be able to catch Insania. Blocking him in. Another orb. Dodges that one, but the Puck is going to jump over. Armel is able to finish him off, and now they're going to be able to slow down Taiga as well. Taiga blocks out the Puck, though, and maybe the Puck, can they go for Armel? He has another orb, jumps away. He's going to be fine. I haven't seen like a ton of Venomancer in this current meta, but I think it is like a nice twist. We're seeing lots of Boots of Travels lately, and Boots of Travel Veno looks really nice. March is going to get caught trying to get some aggressive wards down, and good Ice Shards does come out from Taiga.
Meanwhile, top, though.
Yeah, look at this. Charge out, that's going to be a coil, catching out the Axe. Axe just going to turn, kill whatever creeps he can. He knows he's dead.
And suddenly there's ganking this level 11 Axe, and it looks like he's just feeding. And that's like such a forced play by TNC. They're executing perfectly their lineup. And now you see the movement by Liquid in the mid lane going on Puck, but that's a Puck with no stuns.
They do manage to get the Walrus Punch. That will finish off Armel. So Armel does die. KP does get a decent ultimate off. That Poison Nova is going to make sure the rest of Liquid is going to be chased away. Taiga tries to go for a cheeky teleport out, but maybe you could have gotten a bit aggressive during his downtime.
Maybe you get a Roche or something because you have this Visage hero.
Get better bounty control. They're going to be able to find Boxy here as they make a smoke up into the triangle. Now Mickey is here, does have the imprisonment. They've already used the shrine, though. The Snowball is going to try and pick up the Axe. Instead, he managed to blink himself away, but that's perfect for Armel. Now, with the Axe right next to the OT, they get a beautiful Dream Coil. They're going to try and run him over. Disruption by Mickey, bit of point, but there's Tims entering in with a Blink Dagger. Echo Slam to finish off the 2 cores, and a Fisher to be able to block out the Captain Insania. And look at that, KP immediately TPing up to the top lane. They are giving Liquid absolutely nothing.
He has a BKB queued up.
Okay, well,
it's his job to throw himself in, but I think if he doesn't get a 2 or 3 man call, it's just not going to be enough.
Yeah.
If they see the BKB from OD, you're just going to see a hardcore disengage with the Ags Morphling, the Puck.
Oh, Tombstone coming out. Insania's not sure which one to do. He's going to try and back away from this Tombstone, but he's very clearly caught. Oh, Jesus.
Yikes.
That's the power of that Morphling. He's going to be jumping forward as that Earthshaker. Thanks to that Aghanim Scepter. There's a buyback already from Insania. He knows how important this fight is to be able to win. Snowball protecting him. Gabby gets Walrus Punch. Getting blown up a ton. The hammer's not quite enough. He goes back into Morphling form and does manage to survive. Barely. Now turns on to Taiga. We'll be able to finish him up. A Fisher slowing down Mickey, who has the damage over time on him as well. Even as he's safe by the disruption. There's nothing really to get him out of here. He can imprison and disruption and do all of these things, but there's so much AoE damage. Gabby jumping even farther forward to be able to catch Koifa up next. A stun on the Boxy as well. Gets the call onto Gabby, but Gabby being healed up by the Soul Rip means there's no chance to be able to claim that kill. Jumping forward again. There is no escape from the Aghanim's Morphling.
So, with the Aegis going satanic.
Oh, just happened to land right on top of Insane. He almost gets one shot by that Enchant Totem and will be finished by the Dagon.
Some poor positioning by TNC. And at this point, the ease of execution for TNC is just
that's gotta hurt. And now Gabby quickly joining Armel at the pickoff onto Insania. They're going to be able to blow up this OD. He has his BKB, but honestly, what's the point? The physical damage of Gabby would quickly overwhelm him one way or another.
Results.
Yeah, no, I
towards the
agree.
end of last
I
year.
think last year's wasn't the greatest KP that we've seen.
Yeah, but he's obviously been a very well-known player and very successful player throughout his career, and I just love watching conceptually flawless Dota, and KP has done that. And then obviously now we got the luxury of watching the flashy or Morphling, but maybe for some people it's more like PTSD than actually enjoying that aspect.
He out of position here. Liquid trying to jump on him real quickly. Heavens Halberd buying so much time though. KP finally it wears off on a Mickey, and he will drop the hammer to be able to finish off that Venomancer, but look at Gabby and Armel into the backlines they go. Already finished off that Shadow Demon, now using all that physical damage. Jesus, look at Mickey. He takes the Morphling out of the fight for a moment and will manage to finish off the 5 position of TNC, but nobody can deal with Gabby. Neither can they deal with Armel, as they just don't have the disables to be able to rock him. Unless this call from Boxy, they don't have a whole lot of damage to be able to follow it up, especially as the Echo Slam coming in to be able to finish off some of these heroes. Mickey with a buyback, looking for any kind of kill to be able to claim after the Morphling is dead. He will be able to get the imprisonment. Looks to Armel. Armel jumps away. Tim's, he's trying to get out of here. Blink Dagger's not going to be up in time, though, and he will fall. Liquid finally get an okay fight for themselves, but that's only because they had 2 different buybacks on their 2 cores.
On OD. That might be the play. I can't even fault that at this point. You might just need double BKB, double ult, but this is a dieback from Mickey. That's an Ag's coil, and
yeah. They try and snowball save him. He's going to go in here, and he does have the Blink Dagger, blinks away, but the Blink follow-up from KP, tries to hit him with the Gale. Doesn't quite land, though, but the Orb over the top will make sure that Mickey does fall. Boxy does manage to get the call onto Armel. Armel gets bursted down. Can they grab more? KP trying to slither away, but Koifa's Birds hot on pursuit, but they can't chase for long. They know Gabby's got to be around here somewhere. Taiga, poor Taiga. Zombies, poison slow. They're going to leave him to die here in Sania. I'm not even sure if you could turn around and save your ally. Disruption going down, but obviously he's coming back to the same spot he was before. What a beautiful Fisher. Finally, Gabby shows up once again, hunting down Insaniet at every turn. Beautiful Fisher block coming in from Tim's as well.
the Gravekeeper cloak were down, and he almost got one shot.
All right, Boxy. Oh, there he goes. Insania. Oh, it wasn't quite the one shot, but he does finish off with the adaptive strike. Boxy's going to fall as well, and that leaves no buybacks for Liquid and just Taiga all alone in the fountain. TNC. Oh, I guess they did get enough gold for Boxy to be able to buy back, but it won't make a damn difference. Gabby with the satanic pickup and an ultra kill for game 1. What a dominant performance by TNC. And here they're going to pick up an Alchemist after already having a Faceless Void, and our panel likes it quite a bit. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if I've ever seen Grimstroke successfully in a mid-lane dual lane, but they will manage to get the first blood as he just gets a bit too close. Mickey does get stunned up by Tim's, managed to draw off the aggro of the tower and will survive as a result. You know, whenever the Lina leaves, get some CS, otherwise bottom lane. Trying to go for a kill here onto March. They're going to pop the all those stacks that he had earlier from the Retaliate. They're going to use that against March here. Finish him off.
Either way, the concept is there. They did force a rotation, and this is classic Void Dota right now.
What, lucky bashes?
Just bashing you and never dying, pretty much.
They will manage to find the kill, though, onto March. And maybe with a silence landing onto the Void, time walk coming up, he will manage to get a small distance away, but Mickey continues to chase him.
Right, you have Alchemist Radiance coming out soon. You have 2 Midases on Radiant. Like, they are up by 1k gold, but you don't feel any of this net worth.
No.
You effectively have like 8,000 net worth on the Radiant side that does nothing. So, this is when Liquid needs to do exactly this.
Running over Tim's, see if they can keep him chain stun, quickly blown up with a Fate Bolt. Now Armel chasing him. It's going to be silenced up, and look at Mickey coming in from the side here. They're looking to be able to steal stacks and maybe steal Alchemist's life away as well, as Boxy does not have another stun. They're going to run out of damage here, and if they're not careful, KP may punish them. Koifa himself not committing, but just using some of his summons to be able to chase him away. Now trying to take down that mid-tier 1 tower, but you can see TNC, much like Liquid last game, putting a heavy premium and trying to protect this mid-tier 1 tower, keep that map control, and that's where the Void comes in with the Chronosphere, looking to be able to blow up Taiga. They do manage to get him. Tims gets out the damage just before he falls, but it looks like March is going to get gobbled up by Mickey as well, and eventually TNC, they will manage to make this hold.
Once they get those items, they're almost impossible to kill, but Liquid has this window right now to punish, and they're clearly aware of this, right? Like the way they're playing.
Another round of Shapeshift. The LSA does immediately land on Koifa, but he managed to get the Centaur stun onto Tims with the follow-up stun coming up from Boxy. That's going to be both supports immediately dead, and it looks like March is going to be chased down as well. The 3, 4, and 5 position, plus the mid-tier 1 tower all falling.
Yeah,
so we're not looking at Alchemist 5 slots when he comes online. It's like 2 items.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
The
and
3
you're
or
ready
4
to go. It looks like the
items
initiation onto the Void. A big one with the silence follow-up as well. This carry's having a hard time getting out of all these disables and will fall. It looks like they're going to be able to catch March as well here. Slow March with no boots.
Feeding relentlessly, randomly on the map, and yet the game's even because they have 2 Midases and an Alchemist.
You feel like they just shouldn't be able to win with this kind of green, right?
Like, come on.
This shouldn't be Dota.
I could do this. Like, I could assemble 3 cores of players and be like, dude, just keep farming. They're going to kill us one by one, you know.
That's a North American specialty right there.
Yeah, man. Like, we're going to farm 3 lanes and feed. Like, this is what we do, you know. I wouldn't exactly model anything a team should do off of our region, but all
Tims
jokes aside.
Poor Tims. This is one of those deaths where you're just kind of running down lanes trying to kill creeps, right? You're just trying to create some space.
Yep, they have the net creep.
Oh, they're going to be able to keep him locked in. The silence is going to get there just in time before the time walk. This Grimstroke has been a bane of Void's life.
Trade bodies for getting lanes pushed out. They're actually looking to take a fight now, it looks like.
Nice catch onto Lena. And at the same time, with this big Chronosphere, if they can actually take down Mickey, it'd be massive. The Stampede goes out with a multicast. That's going to keep Mickey in place long enough for Gabby to be able to get the double kill. But here comes the Lycan, trying to chase down KP. KP with no mana, very little health. It will eventually fall here. Armel, nowhere to run to use this unstable concoction until he spots him just barely.
For sure here. Liquid is in control right now, but they are on thin ice.
Well, this is a pickoff they cannot afford. Lycan does manage to get off his shapeshift, though, before the stun came in, and he will manage to run away. So if you can just keep vision of some of these heroes, the rest of the team can cut across, and they should be able to get at least 1 or 2 pickoffs here. The Lena is going to be protected a bit by the Alchemist, but here comes the rest of Liquid. KP does spot him, trying to slow him down. The Stampede looking to be able to run down the Lena, does manage to get him. Jump forward from the Alchemist, going straight for Mickey right now with a buyback coming out from the Lena. Can they get him chain stun, or Mickey's just going to turn and fight? After all, he's got an Aegis. They can't really focus him down, and it's going to be Armel who dies instead. Mickey survives a little bit longer before that Aegis finally falls. But Gabby with a BKB, he still has a Chronosphere, and he's going to let it fly just as the Gyrocopter coming back alive. Can they save Mickey's life? No, they can't. The Fire Blast multicasters are too much damage, and Koifa running around with no shapeshift is going to be enough to be able to finish off this Lena and maybe get some damage on the KP. But Gabby, he still has a wealth of damage on him. He's going to time walk off some of that to be able to finish off the Lycan. Now just 2 supports. Going to control him up. The H12, the silence isn't going to be enough. Gabby will fall. KP looks like he may die to the 2 supports as well, but Taiga with the time dilation on him. He's too slowed. They have no magic damage left. Insania gets another round of his silence back, but KP's too tanky. He gets 1 more nuke out. The Wolves are slowing down KP as much as possible, but the armor is too much. He can't quite finish up this 100 HP Ogre because the damage is just not there, and KP will survive through it all, gets the double kill.
I didn't really love the rushed Midas, but KP really making it up to me with the items he's choosing to build now.
Taiga, nice chain stunning here. It's going to allow them to get a good follow-up from the Gyrocopter. And now a beautiful stun on 2, but a better Chronosphere. Locking down the back line. That's 3 stunned up with the LSA over the top. The Laguna Blade to be able to finish off Mickey. That is Liquid losing a fight big time. Koifa might be able to sneak away into the night here.
For TNC, it's like just plant Alchemist in front, Crimson guard him, and Chrono if they go on him. Like, it's just so
Back
simple.
a stomp. Oh, jeez, these beautiful stuns from Taiga. Once again, the telekinesis into the unstable concoction, setting up Boxy to finish off the Alk. And now, without that big damage dealer, they're free to chase down whatever TNC heroes they can catch. First is going to be March. Next is going to be Gabby. But he pops his BKB for fear of Taiga catching him once again.
Enabled, you know, by what they're seeing. You know, like, let's go into our 5-man stack, pick Alk, and buy 2 Midases.
Holding on to the unstable concoction, does manage to get it off on E, but Gabby does manage to get the Chronosphere, and only locking down the 2 supports though. Boxy able to get the jump in to finish off that core Ogre, but it looks like Taiga is going to be ripped apart by Gabby, so he does manage to finish off those 2 supports, jumping in for more.
Alchemist
no time dilation to slow down these heroes. Boxy is unable to get away, had no blink up thanks to all those zombies, and they get the opening they need. Can they run into Gabby and burst him down? They're going to run into Marge, not the best target, but it is a pickoff nonetheless. And he slips away with a force staff coming out from KD, and they do manage to get some control onto Mickey for a while. Now to jump in for the Chronosphere, and they can't really protect Mickey at all in this situation. Insania is being burnt down by Armel on the back lines. They finish up the supports. Taiga falls as well.
Ulti, Grimstroke, no ulti, dead heroes. They know he has no buyback because of timer. Actually, yeah,
Tier 4 down. And I mean, there's just no damage from this lineup. They're going to try and jump in with Boxy with the Ink Swell. That will manage to blow up one of the supports. Lena's dead, but so is Insania. As Gabby's quickly with him. Boxy's trying to lay his damage out on the March. He's just not really doing anything. And Armel will finally turn to finish up the objectives. Now he'll finish off Boxy instead. A nice 3-man stun from Boxy. Can he get back to the fountain to regen up? He will. He'll be fine, but his tier 4 will not. And his throne is rapidly falling. Taiga's going to try and slow it down with a Fate Bolt. Telekinesis around. Koifa running around with his Shapeshift. Not sure what to do because he can't really do anything against this Alchemist. He's going to go for the back line, trying to finish off March. Again, Boxy with a sick 2-man stun. Armel, though, is able to pop his BKB unstable concoction. This time the Centaur will get knocked out of the fight. KP quite low, but Koifa no longer having his shapeshift. Again, no real damage there. Same goes with Taiga. That was genius indeed. TNC, a very clean game 1 and game 2 a bit scrappier, but their greed does pay off in the end with a 34-minute victory.
Counter pick here, and they have just allowed this OD to get completely through the draft here. Meanwhile, Tim's and Koifa, they're fighting up for the bounty rune. The stun comes out, allowing them to grab it, but Scudder trying to turn this one around onto Tim's. As the stun comes out, PPD's hit as well. All he's got is a shield miscall, but the right click comes in. The crit from Skidder will finish the job.
Nah, I mean, it's it's not that efficient unless you have some kind of stacks. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Night Stalker making his first move.
Oh, Gunner getting hit hard. Santi's Eclipse being dropped down as well, but PPD comes in, heals him up. Gabby could be the one in trouble, actually, as Biver comes in, lifts him up, throws him back. Meanwhile, Gunner jumping down the trees. Armel, though, just blailing into PPD. Can't suicide himself off. And they're looking into towards the middle lane now. I mean, these guys have so much push on NIP early on. They've got the Exorcism, they've got the Aura from the Beastmaster, and even the Phantasm. Of course, you've got to be very careful when you use the one. They're going for Skidder right now as in comes March, the TP in onto Armel as well. He's going to get off the Phantasm, try and turn this one around. The ulti is dropped by the OD. Skidder doing his best as he can to try and just get a kill out of this or something, that he is going to be finished off as Gabby punches him in the back of the head. TNC grouping up into a smoked NIP. They're waiting on the high ground. The silence comes down onto 2 of them, throwing the Ogre Magi, but this is a tanky old target. TNC, they've got all the time in the world if they want to come in for this one, but the Raw coming out onto the OD. They're changing targets right now, but a fantastic curse, holding back Gunner, taking him down instantly. Now the follow-up from Armel as he's just dealing the damage. He's just not dying. He's surviving through the whole damn thing. He's actually going to win the fight. NIP, they're dropping like flies. Oh my god, they get absolutely annihilated here. TNC, they just butcher them. And NIP was supposed to be the stronger team in this, but I mean, that Winter's Curse, my
It
god.
just turned nighttime.
And TNC don't really have a carry.
Oh, he got bashed 2 times.
GG. TNC jumping in forwards. PPD will be the target. Now looking at the Rubik as well. He's got a 4-star. That's going to save him for not very long. Gabby still chasing him down with that BKB. Down goes 1, down goes 2. Gabby gets a double kill, and they can get straight back to what they started. Roshan will be falling. See how much left there is for them. I mean, an amazing steal could possibly do something, but right now he's being soloed by a Chen. March is just hammering down on him, but PPD's running over. Skitter's here as well. Maybe March has bitten off more than he can chew, but there's a cold embrace coming in from behind. They got to be careful. They're splitting up in case that ultimate comes through from Tim's. That's actually a Raw on the backlands, trying to hold him still. Can they bring him down? No, Chen heals him up, allows him to get through it, but the Winter's Curse is desperately thrown out onto Illusion. Tim's going to go down, but in the backlines, in comes the OD. Here is your damage, blasting down. Skitter, he's running out of health. He's going to be saved for a little bit longer, but no, will still die all the same. And now Armel chasing after Gunnar. Gunner's got the BKB. That's going to save him for now, but Universe run down by Gabby. Meanwhile, on the backlines, Armel's going to get another one. PPD takes a fall. Gunner trying to run north, but TNC are chasing, and they will find him.
Oh,
Gabby
he's body blocking him. They're styling on Gunner right now.
Gunner is trying to just taunt his way through it. The Ghost will come back in.
The end. 72 intelligence at the moment. They used everything they had on Winterviver.
Honestly, the cost, not much seems to be working for NIP in this game. As a double damage Night Stalker finds himself on Biva's head. Now looking towards Skitter as well. Skitter trying to get himself away, but that's not going to happen. PPD, his ulti is popped by one right click from Gabby, I'm pretty sure. Yastro's just going to allow him to run that one down, trying to make it back to base. Please let me live, but they will not allow him that luxury as inside the base the taunt is used. TNC, they are diving. They are going so hard right now, but will show respect. At the very least, get themselves not died to Fountain. I mean, I don't know how much respect you can call that, but actually, KP's pretty low on the backlines here, but they're going to try and save him. In with the cold embrace. The disarmament comes out onto the OD. They really want to try and just bring down one hero. Give us something, please, say NIP. But TNC keep a tight line and do not let any kills come the way. With all of them jumping onto the OD instantaneously, it would be enough. They need more. They need mistakes. They need some miracle here. Not Gabby jumping onto the DP and picking her up, but they do manage to keep her alive with the 4-star, and now they just turn straight to the Rubik. Bill's brought down. Meanwhile, on the backlines, they're just trying to hold back the Wyvern. Meanwhile, the ultimate and the Yules popped out by Gunner, along with the BKB as well. They've got them all held still, but they're turning around. They're beating into Skitter. Skitter on the CK. Oh my god, the blast comes, dude.
Going for the memes. One more
kill. That is all they want. And
this is it. Now it's time to call it.
The game is most certainly over here for NIP, but they buy back on the Death Prophet. They believe the ultimate being used. Steal that in, get that intelligence taken away, and down goes Gunner, and the GG well played is called. TNC take the game. 32 minutes, 23-3. Shame.
Oh, this was some serious ass beating from TNC.
Yeah. Well, hopefully game number 2 goes a little bit better for them, as we do have a draft underway already. I love these boots of travel, honestly, on Leshro. A little bit of kerfuffle under the tower here. Armel just chasing down Gunner non-stop here. Keeps on going. He's got the level 6 now, so he's really not afraid of just diving so deep. No one's coming in for Gunner right now. Gunner trying his best to juke this one, but Legion's going to connect.
Gun Daddy screaming. Someone help. Anyone, please. One more hit.
God. Oh, Mel just gets a freebie under the tower.
For himself, and Lesh actually went for Boots of Travel first.
Hell yeah. And they're hunting Gunner once again. He's trying to get on the run here. Bobby trying to come over and make some space, but Gunner run down all the same. Universe has come in, though. He's managed to get the call off, and there comes a Culling Blade, or Culling Fist, should I say, onto Gabby. They're looking towards Armel as well.
We're still standing on the top, but not for long.
He's got a Remnant up. We'll use it eventually. Is this Wyvern dead, Lacoste?
Yep, looks like it.
Looks like it.
Yep.
Being eaten away.
Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, that's a blink reveal for Axe.
I don't know, I kind of see the one always see the Weaver with them. I want to see him really commit to this, but let's see. They should get Tim's here, right? Right, yep, in they go. They managed to get the call off. He's not in a creep wave, so there's not much damage with the TP coming in from KP. It's going to force back NIP. And actually, they're looking towards PPD right now. They might be able to do something here, but TNC, oh, Gabby coming in from behind, finds both Universe and Viva here, thrown in with the Yules, and that is going to be a Wyvern absolutely popped open. PPD trying to get away. He is there and ready, and NIP will get their buns baked up here in the top lane. Gets himself out to safety. Skitter continuing his long work. Meanwhile, Tim's looking over to PPD right now, dropping the Midnight Pulse, but meanwhile, Gabby trying to stun up Gunner, does miss that one. He's going to pay with his life as down goes the GOAT. Meanwhile, oh, March getting eaten away as well. That's going to be a Chen going the way at NIP. They're looking towards Tim's as well. No stun for him. The Drums even coming in here. They want to grab PPD, and it shouldn't be too hard for them to bring it down.
There's the Black Hole. Where's Winter's Curse? Oh, 1 second
side here.
cooldown.
Oh, I can't cancel it out. PPD and Gunner both drop in. Meanwhile, over in the trees, Armel can't quite find it. Tries to go for the pounce, but doesn't quite get it correctly.
Is there a hero that doesn't rely on mana?
Oh, we have a call out onto the Slug, holding him still, and look at the damage coming out, but the Hand of God keeps him alive. He gets the ultimate off. Armel trying to run away from this one. Skidder in hot pursuit, and with the chains coming in, they're able to find the kill. On the backlines, though, Universe caught out a little bit here, but he doesn't really mind us because his team is killing Tims. Tims is dropped, and Universe lives, and now in come all forward, and that call, holding two of them still. NIP jump on top of them instantly, coming pounding down upon TNC. KP trying to get himself out, but there doesn't really seem to be any exit strategy here. KP drops as well. 4 heroes dead on the side of TNC. NIP find a perfect initiation in the middle lane. They bail pretty quickly.
Look at this damage.
Yeah, Tim's getting dropped by the Weaver once again, just ripping through heroes. And there's a call coming out onto the Chen as well. I'm fairly sure that was blind, but Armel jumping straight back in here. He actually wants to try and fight this one, but there is a Winter's Curse coming out onto the Slark here. Slark is dropping. Slark is dead. Armel makes a big mistake here. Gabby trying to get himself away, forcing out the BKB on the retreat. They will get one return. Oh my god, the black hole has to be used.
If Chen is close to a bat in this game who has Aghanim Scepter right now, Miscoil, heal will be amplified. So 315.
And they go up onto the high ground. Universe starting the fight onto Armel. Armel turns over towards Skidder. Skidder's dropping real low, real quick. And Cold Embrace is going to come out, but he's got no mana. He can't do anything about this. The Slaughter Fist comes jumping around, going to try to make something happen. Where is the Enigma? Where is this black hole? There it comes in onto it, and they will be able to take down Skidder for a second time. No problems with that at all. The Weaver is dead. What is left for NIP? They're still trying to fight this one up right now. TNC coming in round the back, cutting off their escape routes. NIP trying to limp out of this one. PPD wants to lead them back into the trees, and they will take the bait and leave the Ember alone. And PPD even nearly gets the TP, but not quite. Meanwhile, Gabby finishes off Biver. Position himself fantastically here, actually. They're pinging. They see him. Universe barely reacts as the Slug starts to chunk away, but there's that BKB pop from Universe trying to get himself out. Will be successful in doing so. Meanwhile, Skidder, it comes a back hole from behind, though. They managed to catch out the bug, and they drop him like a fly. And now they look towards Gunner as well, but he's got the BKB. He's got the Remnant as well. Gonna juke them one way, then the other, getting back down the fight. There's a team waiting for him. Hello, he didn't expect this kind of reception. He's got one to use. They're covering them both. TNC looking for it, and they get him. Gunner is brought down. Weaver has no buyback. Gunner does. They're going to have to defend this one somehow, and the tug of war comes pulling back directly in the other direction. TNC now looking to get some damage off on this base. Finish what they started a little bit earlier, but with a buyback from Gunner, how easy will this be? In comes a call, trying to drag him back. Lincoln's popped as well. Gunner getting on top of him as well. They want to try and target down Armel, but Armel is not having any affairs. He goes back towards PPD. PPD forced back up to the north. PPD getting chunked down though. They've got the vision on him as well. The dust is there and the kill comes in. And Gunner doing his best, but they've now lost 2 heroes, both without buyback here. It's a 3 versus 5 situation. Armel, Gabby, KP getting to work. They actually get the leash off here. Universe is going to have to come in and save the day. Dragging Armel out of position. Can he land the stun this time? The most important one. Yes, they can, but the Winter's Curse is going to come in response. Gunner, can he survive though? He get a Remnant, getting himself back, and will be able to live. However, they do not keep the barracks alive. 2 racks now gone for NIP.
The game is just ended. The game's gone for them. There's nothing they can do.
They're going for it, and they go. The call comes up, the blink away. Tims, he's out of there. Meanwhile, Skidder jumping in deep, but having to pop that BKB for nothing here, as they will not be able to find a kill. NIP, they're still going for this though. Is this the right idea? Your BKBs are on cooldown, your jump is gone, and more importantly, the Enigma is lurking. They're still going to try and go for this though. They really want to try and make something happen here. KP is going to be the target on the sidelines, trying to force him back there with some right clicks. In comes a call. It's onto the Slug. The Hand of God going to come out and heal him up. Armel still about half HP, jumping over towards, oh my god, the Ogre. They get a call on the back lines, and that is Skidder dead. No buyback on him. Gunner getting himself out again. 3 heroes left alive. The captain is gone. Oh, blink on blink action as Universe gets himself back out on the low ground there.
Get this Aegis going so that he has mana regen dropping fairly low.
Again, another jump in, just harassing up Gabby. Not really much more than this. But look, they need to do something. They need to do something. The Restaurant Universe coming in deep here as they're trying to just find a way to keep their barracks alive. Gunnar going in deep, finds a little stash of creeps there, which are doing so much to buff up this team. Is able to take them down, but their barracks are gone. Armel comes in from behind, gets the mega creeps, and now looking for some heroes as well. And IP, they need to find a miracle to turn this game around as they have lost just about everything. Skidder trying to do something, but he dies, buys back. You're just fighting in an empty base right now. PPD playing ring around the tower for not much reason. Can they find two? They've got the chains out onto both on the backlines, but their towers are just...
That's right, we're here with Virtus Pro up against Viking. We've got a Drow Ranger versus a Tinker.
Try to farm up a little bit because he can't really trade in lane. Has 0 armor. He's against Undying.
Oh, first blood down bottom. Bone 7's in there.
And actually Save dies on the top lane.
A 1-for-1 trade there. But with Coop arriving again, this time the arrow not quite connecting, but Rezo, he's got a heal, stick, salve. He's got plenty of regen to try and keep him alive from this hasted Mirana.
Yeah, Mirana
solo.
is all over the... Wait, what?
Bone 7 just going absolutely wild. Does get turned around on by Epileptic Kid, though. Gyro with a full stick there, it looked like.
Still one more bounty.
Is he arrowing?
He's actually chasing. Because...
He's arrowing, he's catching. He's found the Keeper of the Light. That deep observable in between Tier 1, Tier 2 sees the solo Cultal move across, and Coop is there.
On this tower, there's sadly no siege creep. Just died.
Here comes the angry horde of VP players. Rainbow TP coming in from Viking, bringing 2 more to top to battle. Bone 7 chases forward as Flash heals himself with a soul rip. Resolution has a grave in 2 seconds. I don't think it's going to be fast enough. The stick, the grave not coming in time. Mastermind waiting in the trees. And Bone 7 trying to bait them in as the arrow from Cube lands on Gyro. Flash is there. Gets a good soul rip in, but the toss back to Save. Saves Epileptic Kid, but Resolution has to grave himself. Try and TP all you can, but he can't. Yeah, he graved himself to save himself. He's actually going to try and turn. Flash clipped by the Keeper of the Light, Illuminate, but Viking don't lose a single soul. I mean, at this point, you basically cut the map down the middle vertically and say the right-hand side of the map belongs to Viking, whatever. We'll, as VP, will defend our top and our mid-TP tier 1s.
Tinker is about to pick up his Blink Dagger, and you can control a fight. This ward will get rewarded immediately.
And Save. He's going to slow down the advance of Bone 7. Good cooldown from Epileptic Kid as well. They've taken out Flash. Mastermind's gone. No one's cleared him up in the back lines, and Bone 7's being chased down. A quick rocket barrage from the Gyro forces Bone 7 back to the high ground, and they've got a homing missile with a toss on top. He does have a shrine. Bone 7 pops it.
Is it a plane? It's a flying dazzle.
It's a flying dazzle. Rezo, he's it, and on top of you. Bristleback, oh, that poison touch, just continually applying. And they saw no one TPing top, so very likely afraid of what's coming their way. Tiny, he got spotted by the tower and hit by it, but he's already Blink Ava. Toss back, Viper into the mix, onto the Cottle, but the Gyro's also there. Solo might lose his life here, but Mastermind, the big target, taken out, Saves down, and Rezo's in the mix of it. He's actually being hunted by the Bristle, but it's Epileptic Kid who, if he gets touched once by the Drow, could be found. Bone 7, he's been bounced back as well. So VP disengage, they won't get caught. Gyro TPs, honestly, great job. The Viking have kept themselves still in contention for this game, but a swift blink back from Save, and no one gets them out of the smoke range. Epileptic Kid, he's being hunted by Bone 7, and yeah, he's being clipped by it, but the damage is lacking. They don't have the follow-through. With the Will-O-Wisp there, Epileptic Kid is going to turn. He focuses in onto Bone 7, then realizes his HP is not high enough, and a Soul Rip sustain, keeping Bone 7 out of harm's way. And 1 kill.
Another great arrow. Tinker is solo. He's pinging out.
Oh, can he blink? No, he can't. The Starstorm Cube, he's just going to solo this one. He's found the Keeper of the Light as well. Nicely done. Look for the solo Cottle. 1 more hit will do the trick. Mastermind funds it. And this is what they so desperately needed. They're forcing Viking to keep committing, though. And now with BKB down on the Drow, If they're able to get a toss back now, save, jump, toss in. Rezo catches with the poison touch. The avalanche onto Flash, clipping him, but this is going to be the second life of save gone. Can the rest of VP follow through? It's going to be down to the Tinker. No one caught. In the back with a bristleback blade mail and the right clicks from Frost. No one's gone. Aggressive move from Tinker, not paying off. And Bone 7, he's got a lot on his plate right now. Mastermind about to fall to the gyro. He's down. And they lose Epileptic Kid in the meantime. Rezo, you're pretty much the last man standing in this. Solo's nowhere to be found. He's running away, tail between legs. But Viking, they withstand the pressure. A lot of raw HP for that blade mail to reflect damage back into the faces. Oh, Arrow. Cube. He's landed one. The rest of his team is coming in slowly but surely with a Star Storm and the Yule's up. They've kept him held in place. No one's going to get arrowed again. Does get off another... No, he doesn't just rearms. He doesn't get the blink off. I thought maybe he tries a laser, but a toss back save sends Cube back into the waiting arms of the rest of VP, but she's already invis, and now Save's put himself in harm's way. Mastermind's there to clean up house, and a double kill for Frost.
There is no way QP's playing this well. Like, he's landing those arrows right and left, and that's without the vision. They don't even have a Tinker Wars. He just finds him.
Yeah, just finds him blind. That arrow cooldown reduction, very, very potent. He threw like a fishing one when he saw the no one TP, and then he lands one only a couple of seconds after. With tier 3 falling, Viking, they've claimed their first main objective. Tinker, not the best hero, actually taking buildings, just naturally shoving waves in and chipping them down little by little. Is what he excels at, but in comes the Moonlight Shadow. If Epileptic Kid carried on walking that trajectory, that arrow was straight on him.
Barely misses, but Solo is dead. He just bought back.
Does get the Grave off, but I think you're absolutely right. Even with the Grave, Glimmer Cape, Bone 7 straight on top of the Gyrocopter. Solo's about to fall, gets the Will-O-Wisp off in his dying breath, but Epileptic Kid, he's BKB'd up and he's lost his life. No, the Grave from Dazzle and the TP away. There's no stuns to stop him, so he is safe. Rezo, though, has to give his life for his poor old Gyro. Now it is defense of the Ancient for the VP. They've not been playing Dota for the past 15 minutes. They've been pretty much just, it's been ex-Hero Siege. They've been clearing out waves of mobs over and over again. Nice little toss up. They do catch Flash. He's going to get his Refresher Shard off, and the Tombstones are down. And Cube not able to finish off save through the Grave. Epileptic Kid, look at his HP drop as the Drow just clicks into him. The Gyro cannot stand his ground, and this Bristleback up in their faces, tanking all their damage, soaking it up, allows the rest of his squad to bring down the tier 3. Buyback even from the Zombie Man. Undying's coming back in, but look at that. They found Solo in the trees. Mastermind catches him, and he's gone for a minute and a half. No buyback at all for Solo, so we're in a 4 versus 5. Gyro, he's been healed up by Dazzle, but it's over. Game is called. VP lose game 1 against Viking.
Unbelievable. What a performance from Vikings, especially QP on that Mirana, man. I did not see such a great performance. He was not missing those arrows.
Still lack of lockdown, though.
Oh, good.
Wow. Gareth.
Go on, Gareth.
Will they go Invoker? Nice.
Here you go.
Give me a star, man.
There it comes.
So they change target. They want the Invoker instead. This is such an unorthodox move. But he gets the chains off the Sleight of Fist. No one. Blood Right does connect, and that's him dead. Really nice gank from Mastermind, as long as he survives, which it looks like he is going to. It looks like VP, though, instead of going back up top, they're trying to mount some kind of offense on this tier 1 down here. A TP in from Mastermind, still yet to hit level 6, but a massive amount of damage onto Solo. My goodness. Flash with that Soul Rip. What is it, level 2? Level 2 Soul Rip, destroying that Keeper of the Light. So he continues his net worth ways up at the top of the pops, 3,700. Solo being chased by Flash, though. The turnaround by Resolution and Save. But that's a Rupture, Blood Right, Soul Rip combo, and that's Mirana dead to right. Solo should follow. Mastermind Remnant in on top. With no one out of mana, he EMPs back a little bit, but with that silence from Skywrath and maybe another one from the Blood Right, not quite clipping, though. They focus Resolution instead. A beautiful chain of kills there for Viking as they get themselves a 3-for-1, and Coop is even looking for more. And Pango's a pretty big kill. If they can find Coop in the trees, Swashbuckle level 3 and the Rolling Thunder. He's going to use it as well. He rolls in with the help of Sky. They've got the silence and the damage, but they don't expect the backstab. Catching out the Sky with a tornado into Arrow. They've allowed Resolution to stay alive, and down goes Bone 7. But the Blood right on to Rezo now with a TP away. He might survive. Oh, the flash decay does take him down. And sprinting forward, Frost is caught by the Will-O-Wisp. Solo blinding light, but there's 4 Viking heroes all converging onto Mirana's location, leaping past the trees and leaving Solo as Viking break his knees. 2 heroes down, Virtus Pro. They've got to retreat back to their shrine, TP in more, and they might be able to catch Cube in time. They do get an additional kill. Well, Flash is left all on his lonesome. Absolutely left all alone by Viking, and poor Undying will meet his fate.
There was no follow-up.
No.
Mastermind is extremely strong.
Drums, phase, double Wraith Band. So no Maelstrom, no BKB from him. We've seen a lot of Bloodseekers go rush BKB, then back into Mjolnir. Is the Radiance just to do that, deal with the PL for the most part? That's Cube. Star-stormed, but Save is the one that actually dies due to the silence and magic amp coming out of Bone 7. Cube surviving. The urn? Oh, I spoke too soon. That was the very last tick.
Yeah.
Again, they are scouting for anyone like this Keeper of the Light who may be lurking and looking to defend. You cannot defend against these guys. The gap close is so nice. Cube there. And quick little bounce away as a 2-man tornado. No one. He's been dusted. Can't Ghost walk away from these lads. The Blood Right won't hit, but the Rolling Thunder will. Another good chains. And the second hit from Cube comes in. Nice swashbuckled. Good damage, but no finishing blow. Mastermind doesn't really have the assets here to keep on going. And Cube, I think he's run out of time. Or maybe not. Soul Rip swashbuckled back. The gap close isn't here from VP.
Nobody's
I was just talking about the move speed and maneuverability of Viking, and it's paying off for them. Frost, he's speedy. He's out of there. There's no catching him. Tornado will whiff, completely misses everyone. Epileptic Kid is still forward with Frost taking the Lance. The illusion from the Lance kills him off. The Phantom Lancer joins a fight and gets a kill. Flash will be the second casualty of war here for Viking. 1 versus 3, 1 versus 5. VP bring everybody, their full arsenal of heroes and abilities to kill off an Undying. He will die, slowly but surely, tickled down by the PL illusions as the Blood Right Rolling Thunder looks for the Omni Knight. Silent Stop, he pops his mech, tries to heal back up as the Will-O-Wisp buys him time for another heal with a Purification, and now Virtus Pro, the full strength of their army becomes apparent. No one with Epileptic Kid just charge on forward. Frost is out of mana. He's got nothing left to give. The damage just flows on through. Epileptic Kid can't finish him off though. It looks so good for VP. The Tornado might just be able to clip him. Oh, do we have a Sunstrike? Do we have it? No, never mind. Don't need it. He's got the damage just from that. And at the same time, Mirana found and picked by Cube and Mastermind. But VP have the Cold Snap, Spirit Vessel onto the Pango, and he's a goner. Wicked sick Phantom Lancer running rampant over Viking now. Moonlight Shadow onto no one. Oh, backstab from the rest of VP. Look at this, the long, wide angle in from the side. It is spotted, though. Sentry down with vision up. Allows Bone 7 to realize that his death is coming. Soul Rip's there, but unfortunately Skyrath is an absolute goner, while PL with the Will-O-Wisp helping him out to control up. Cube and Flash. Down go the Pango, the Skyrath, Undying to follow. It's 3 in a row, and Virtus Pro are absolutely plowing through Viking right now. And they focus down the Tombstone, thankful for that EMP of the Invoker. And Tornado clipping a Centaur on the way through, but the Yaws up, Arrow not flying. Mastermind will walk it off. On the left-hand side, Flash is dropping to Illusions, but it's the Ember, the bigger kill that we need to focus on, and it's a double for Epileptic Kid. No buyback on your Ember.
With Aegis, it always feels great.
Using Aegis as that kind of defensive item almost. Yeah. And Blood Right gonna hit there on Epileptic Kid. Healed up and saved by the Omni. Guardian Angel coming out now. And Cube's Rolling Thunder, it does a decent amount of harassment and irritation to VP, but not damage. And Epileptic Kid is just clearing up. Flash gone, Frost follows, buys back, no Radiance for him. 1,000 gold away from it, as he was 200 off before his death just now, and things are falling apart for Viking. The silence up, but the Manta out. Epileptic Kid silenced again. They've not got any more saves until he doppelgangers down to the low ground, thanks to the Heavenly Grace. That status resistance, absolutely beautiful on the Phantom Lancer. keep them at bay with the blood rights, but he's been found. The bash after Diffusal Blade. Tornado and Sunstrike from no one will clip him, and Frost has died back. 75 seconds without your BS, and Phantom Lance is going absolutely wild under your tier 4s. Mystic Flare's good from Bone 7, but is it good enough? With the heal sustain, they keep Epileptic Kid alive yet again. How is this PL allowed to go in and out like that? That is ridiculous.
Omni Knight just taking good care of the kid. Why is that?
Because I said that no one would have Invoker and go wild.
I don't think that's how it works.
He's gone wild! I said it, so it's happened. I get my second star now. See, look, they're chat wheeling. Look at how different this VP is. Look at how different this VP is when no one is able to do stuff. They're even diving Fountain. Good game's called. They know it's over. 12-32, a 26,000 net worth lead for Virtus Pro, and they tie things up. I didn't think I'd be saying this today, but VP tie things up with Viking 1-1 in that 2-game series. As this game's over.
VP going up against each other. Virtus Pro, they're playing a faster tempo than VG's really drafted.
You get the bonus armor because you're next to it, and now he's even gonna play. Like, look how safe he's playing, even though he's crushing the lane.
He had extra information too. The observer ward that was planted down on the bottom rune, it scouted out the movement coming in from Save, and they've got the defensive observer ward around the corner, but Lashrak, Resolution will be the first kill underneath the tier 1 tower, while PYW.
Nice job. And this is a little unconventional for them, especially watching no one, you know, farming jungle instead of playing as one of his traditional playmaking mids.
This is nice defense from Save. Very aptly named.
Yeah. It's cool too because the edict keeps sticking even when he's under disruption, so you can't get too aggressive.
He's gone for the wraparound. Disruption's already been used. They don't have a save available. Resolution can land off his stun, but then they get a quick silence off. Ori blocks him in the tree line. Resolution couldn't make his way through the trees, meaning both the Lashrak as well as the SD's going to go down. The assassination won't be enough. And did Eurus just wait out his attack till we get the last one? But there is a lot of support here for Vici. The Wolves are scouting. They find their first target. No one quickly silenced up. DY looking for the double stun. Lycan, the shapeshift will come out. The stun from Resolution creating some space, but Ori just has more than enough damage. The save did not come in time from Save, while DY back out of the tier 1 tower will die to the Wolves. The support is there for VP. They have the numbers, they have the damage, but they don't have the speed, the distance, the range. It's there from PYW. Almost denied himself up to the Ancients running up the hill.
They'll group up bottom now, but same deal. You got both supports here ready to lane clear.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Eurus as well as Xiao Yu, they've been taking that tier 1 tower on top lane, but support just arrived so quickly. With the purification damage, Resolution just exploded, and they even get the extra silence onto the Omni Hyper support. Now for Virtus Pro, we swing back the other way as Vici Gaming retreat to the tier 1 tower. A bit more heal is there. Xiao Yu ready to turn around, gets a double edge off with them leashed up together. So much damage into VP with the assassination. Solo just goes down so quickly too. Now no one. What can he do? He's shape-shifting to run to the back lines, trying to close that distance on Ori, who just instantly TPs away and then cancels it, wasting the time so no one thinks about coming in once again. But they've moved to the trees. The Ents protect VG. Maybe with a stun. You have a little bit of an exposed Centaur, stampedes away, but dies during his own stampede.
Well, now the Lycan ult's down, no one is effectively not a real Dota hero, and you can freely pressure mid tower, no problems.
Disruption. Combination.
Wow, that's a lot of damage, Jesus. That was just a QW.
Shrapnel's down. Resolution out a little bit too far. Instantly drop back down again. Stampede. Xiao Yu just decides to run through absolutely everyone, and they saw Guardian Angel underneath the tower. They'll turn it on, but there's still enough magical damage from Resolution to get through Eurus, and he will fall with a blink dagger here on Xiao Yu. This will be the reveal. Will be the stun. Will be the under observer ward movement of Resolution. Another hero they want to make life difficult. Blink in. Hoof Stomp. Follow up. Inkswell won't be able to connect because Save is in the neighborhood for the defensive disruption. But Resolution, the damage output just comes so thick and fast, and there's no way the VP can really get to the back lines. They can just sustain through the effect of the GA, but this wears off, and then you see the damage spill out across Virtus Pro. Epic is just watching on the hillside. There's not a lot he can do. He doesn't even burn the pipe for this fight. But what do they get? Is there anyone they can really chase up to? DY's leaving the Inkswan just to stomp the Omni Knight, but that slowed him down enough. Diffusal Blade is able to connect, and that's going to be enough of a hit with the disruption. They'll come back out of it and end up killing off DY. Support came over, he walked right underneath the observer ward, and Eurus just kept enough range, so Resolution still wants to clean up this wave. They'll stampede forward. Support is going to be there in the form of Epi Kid. Assassination's in, but then Hoof Stomp.
Beautiful.
Xiao Yu able just to get the perfect double stun. The Rubik is the never-ending control battle. Like, working with the Grimstroke, you just can't escape this. But the funny thing is, like, it's also just the way this Juggernaut has kind of played in, where a sustained damage pushing in, like you're never going to lose the tower, the combinations, the dual lanes. They just focused for that on VG, and now they just keep going as well. The battle split between two different parts at the moment, where you're going to end up losing the Grimstroke down south. Save will lose his life as well. These teams split into two different sections. So supports will get dropped, but look at VG. They're ready to fight. Blink, Hofstorm forward. They'll pick up the 30-minute rune and then go and kill off Solo. Centaur comes high ground. He's got a BKB coming on the courier too, and they'll make him sparkle with the disco. Disruption up quickly. Xiao Yu comes back out of it. No one. Again, looking towards the back lines. Resolution, look how quickly he jumps straight towards Ari. He needs to bring down this sniper, and they're really able to do it. The penitent man shall not pass. Xiao Yu also in the tree lines. The BKB will land and blink away, but DY not anywhere near as lucky. Perched up, slowed up. Yeah, the war just took damage. They realized something's not right. They planned down their own obs defensively to see it. But with Virtus Pro, they've been wrapping around the back while everyone's been focusing on dewarding. VG very clustered together. They found Resolution. He feels a little bit like bait, turning on the pulse, and maybe they have enough physical damage to get through Resolution. No, they don't. Meg got enough with the GA, not even being burnt just yet. Maybe when save goes down, Virtus Pro will think about retreating out this one. No one can't do enough damage when he gets choked up in the tree line. And Omni-Knight, now he'll burn that Aghanim's Guardian Angel, and it is! He actually stole it! Rubik was waiting for it! You knew it was coming! And now another Hofstorm, clean off the army, but they need to kill off Epikid, and they're able to catch him out too. Never-ending slows, add an extra stun, assassinate the guy for good measure. Into Roshan, VG Gaming go.
It's definitely better with 3 wolves in one lane than 1 wolf in every lane, because that just turns into free gold. Whoever's clearing the waves.
Well, Roshan's going down. Saves nearby. Can anyone jump in closer? Oh, the pickup. Rubik able to get the grab and Resolution. He can't get the jump in with a Soul Bind. Lycan just can't run forward, even with a BKB. Roshan will go down. Aegis Immortals into the hands of the ST of all the heroes. Dire actually ended up killing off Roshan this one, and they're on top of Ari. No one. They need to bring him down. He's the big focal point. Resolution comes in. These BKBs are going to start wearing off, and Resolution will start to really be effective. The BKBs are gone. Watch this Pulse Nova. Maybe Xiao Yu can create some space with a great double Hofstorm, but just keep the pressure up. Lycan staying in. Disruption buying him some more time as Ari was focusing him. They're also trying to retreat back out. Finally, the player's going to go down. Grimstroke will die. Rubik so low on life. Resolution just continues to jump in. He's spilling the damage. Ari will fall. Solo with the Omni Slash. It's so much damage. They didn't have the creeps. Eurus, he waited out perfectly. Gets a rebuttal with no one as well as Solo. Both falling down, but they're not done yet. Even on low life, they're still ready to fight VG Gaming. They won't find their target. Resolution's TPing out at Arteezy's home. The Abyssal Blade is completed on Ari coming into this fight, but if you keep your eye on the buyback menu, the only one who's really got it right now is Centaur, but it won't matter when they explode Resolution. He has buyback of his own, but VG Gaming want to move from one to the next. Chasing Virtus Pro over into the trees. Maybe they can force a buyback over on Resolution. Stampede forward. Another Hofstorm Solo to be caught out once again. Near where he died just a couple of minutes ago. So what? Start the fight off with Centaur and then just disengage?
Yep.
Oh, Roshan is up. The wolf kills the haste rune. Eurus is actually really hoping for that too. He moved the bottle into place of his phase boot, so he's able to grab it. Not a lot of slots for VG Gaming to work with, but they bring Roshan down just above 50%. Virtus Pro, they're a little bit further to the south. They're not taking the bait just yet. So they'll just keep sending one wolf after the other, gives them all the information they need. And thanks to their Observer and Sentry, they're also very much aware there is no vision from VG Gaming on that side, but it won't matter. SD gets that jump in with the Blink Dagger. Disruption on Ari. If they can bring him down, Satanic, actually just a lot of life steal back up again. Ari, get up the hill and away with the Stampede. He's actually gone and forced himself over through the Ancients. Begins his TP away city with the Yule Scepter. The BKB immunity did not last long enough. Resolution catches him out. Buyback is available. Now I'll finally be committed as Flashrak is falling down. The GA comes once again. This is round 2 for him. And Xiao Yu, he actually has enough damage to get through Resolution. Buyback in from him. They need that extra damage. Ari still trying to walk himself back up through the mid lane to bring it in. The Shrapnel's there in BP. They've overstayed their welcome now. VG Gaming, if they can kill Resolution, it will be absolutely massive. But disruption from Safe, keeping Eurus off his tail. Same with Epikid, bringing Resolution back to relative safety. But now Roshan becomes a big opportunity for VG Gaming.
Dude, huge miscue there. Just lack of coordination. They overlapped the disrupt with the GA. It was a quarter second afterwards. When you're banished to the Shadow Realm, these positive buffs don't affect you.
Oh,
he just dies.
And they actually get the pick off with the half stop defensive disruption. It's their resolution pulled back in by Solo, but the damage output still enough to get through the Omni Knight, but buyback is available. Leshrac into that BKB, but the damage from no one. The backlines, he's going in. He's almost killing off the Centaur before stopping him away. All the damage output went to the biggest, tankiest heroes of all. Virtus Pro, they're going to lose 3 heroes. 2 of them do not have buyback, and that is GG. Virtus Pro, they put up a valiant effort and pushed this game to 15 minutes, but VG Gaming, slow and methodical push in 1 victory.
We've got early Roche taking between Lesh, Huskar, and Tidehunter.
That's -4 on the Gush. This is very dangerous if they fight here.
Yeah. How fast do you go with Sleight of Fist? Disruption already going to happen here from DY. That's going to combo easily with the Lina, hit the Light Strike array with the Gush, and Solo, he's dead. No one has left the middle lane now. Don't think he's got much of a choice. And you are right that that spam is nice from the Ember Spirit, but it's only going to be nice once Solo's got some more levels in it.
God,
an 18-second cooldown for it, and then the Dragon Slave from Lina with a 1 point up in Inner Fire. He's going to come underneath the tower, trying to hit the Light Strike array, able to do so, and actually takes him down. Okay, he's 600 behind that of the Ember, but he's the combination of the Rubik and the Coddle almost.
And I love Lina as a 4. Well, you really just need these arcades, because now you're able to self-sustain and farm around the map. Top lane,
Beautiful blinding light.
As Vici, I think, should be looking to make a move shortly. They've got Ravage, level 6 on the SD. And look, yeah, the Ravage is coming right behind him. The positioning.
If he just burns it right now, Blind Light pushes it back, but Ori's ready to fight. Starting over on the Kunkka with a Will-O-Wisp. Solo tries to create some space, combining with the Stampede. They'll get some level of distance as Rubik keeps the SD under control underneath the tier 1 tower. VG, they're taking too much damage. Epic Kid tried to get through the rear. Another blinding light. VG having a hard time getting the damage output in, but now the sustain, they just keep going. Push him back. Another Inner Fire, creating more space. Kunkka, he'll be the first one to go down. No one has buyback available. Eurus got through another one too, and Resolution, he's burning. 2 is the hero he played in game 1. They need a little bit more time. Meanwhile, one of the big items that we flagged before, not to mention Tidehunter, Xiao Yi being a little bit too far out, but he's got extra help. DY is going to be there. Ori's already moved over. Same with Alina. The Will-O-Wisp comes down. Solo, I really don't know if you want to try and fight this one. Tidehunter is Ravage in 3, 2, 1. He's ready to go, especially when Eurus is able to land that stun. Xiao Yi, he's able to get the stun, actually hitting all 5 heroes and dodging the attack, living through the tree lines. Here comes Ori, his life break forward. Resolution trying to get them all back out there with the Stampede.
They're trying their best on VP, but they just don't have any damage, man. These cores are too tanky.
Now, at least, with the Solar Splitter stun, the SD as well as the Lina. Hey, you want a freebie? We got vouchers.
Questionable movement from the supports. Not sure if a Centaur should be able to stun 2 heroes without setup, but...
Oh, it wasn't even Centaur, it was the Rubik. He had Split Earth stolen. He used it on them sitting on the high ground. They didn't see him. Now Ari's going to hang around and just try him man up. He's trying to go full Arteezy, but doesn't have enough life to do it, all the space.
On farming more gold, you got to be selfless. And if anyone knows that, it is Solo, the man who popularized the now famous buyback into fight around the Roche pit.
These TPs... That one's not going to happen here for Eurus, but DY is going to be there. Can't save his teammate, but Xiao Yi moving over, so is the Lina. Under another X marks the spot. DY will be pulled back in. No one doesn't really want to fight, but he'll turn around anyway. Tidebringer up so he can at least pick up the SD. It's like if Leshrac wants to push this one wave too far, they're ready to fight.
Yeah, but I like this. They push out bottom. Eventually, you force someone to show, and now you get into the Roche pit. Already at half HP. Solo.
The Solo's back at it again. No. He's put the Will-O-Wisp right in the middle of the pit, trying to play around it. Anthony to try and slow down this pressure, but you've still got a creep wave and a half for VG Gaming to help them push in. Solo's trying to do something about it, but he's out too far. Trying to get back underneath the tower, but you've got Catcher on him. You've got 2 stacks of poison. But the defense fortification from VG kept the creep wave alive a little bit longer. They're really trying to buy more time with the blind light. Oh boy, no one.
He had BKB. He has buyback, but damn.
It's on the BKB. That immunity is not really there. Even though Virtus Pro, Well, they're working hard to get themselves into this, but once again they're getting fought on multiple sides of the map. Solo is dead so quickly. Support will be there, and now Resolution, Eurus, they can't keep him controlled enough. Epic and Eurus trying to work together. A quick little stampede. Save will finally die up on the top lane. They pull back the SD, so at least they can claim something.
I don't know how you approach this fight if you're VP. There's still a Ravage waiting in the wings.
They wrap around the back. They look for the rear. There already goes your Will-O-Wisp. The Ravage will trigger. It only connects over on the Ember Spirit. He has Fireback and Valve are going to use it very instantly. And here comes your ship to negate that damage. What if you end up getting stolen? Okay, well, it's not going to be... Well, yeah, it's a Demonic Purge. That's pretty good. When you hit the Light Strike Array too, the stun combinations just continue on. Ori can stand a little bit stronger. The Tyrant will pick him up, and they break through the Aegis Immortal. Buyback thick and fast from both teams with the Sleight of Fist and Searing Chains, trying to slow him up with a Hopstone from Resolution. Maybe they do just have that control, but the cheese! They'll end up being consumed. All the mana comes back, as well as the life. That should be the game. It's an ultra kill from Ori.
God.
They haven't got him the rest of it, but VG Gaming, they have broken Virtus Pro in this first series, 2-0ing them up.
I should never have doubted the Ags on Huskar. Oh my god. He used it like 7 or 8 times in the last fight. Picks up a triple kill. He's got so much maneuverability within the fight.